Presidente.
Thank you very much. Dear colleagues, good morning. Our colleague Vincenzo Iovine has informed me that he has joined the S&D group. We now move on the votes. First of all, Winkler report, roll call vote. The vote is open. Did you vote? My scheda. The vote is closed. Mia scheda è al mio posto, mia scheda. Approved with the large majority. De Castro report, roll call vote, the vote is open. Did you vote? Yes, the vote is closed. Approved with a large majority, and I congratulate Mr. De Castro and also Mr. Winkler. Add-on report. The rapporteur asked to speak. Please.
Thank you, President. This report is before us today because there is a significant delay being forecast in our coming to a conclusion on reform of the common fisheries policy. And that's not surprising, given that there are some 2,600 amendments tabled by MEPs to the main regulation, the Rodust report. But my report was presented as something of a technicality, but there are some important, I think, messages to be carried forward from it. The report was unanimously approved in the Fisheries Committee, which is in itself unusual, and it relates to ensuring that the access regime out to 12 miles, which is currently in place, should be allowed to continue until such time as the new CFP has been agreed. If we didn't approve this report, the 12-mile access regime would expire at the end of this year, and I'm glad to say that the committee unanimously agreed that that would be unacceptable and unthinkable. The 12-mile zone has been a feature of the common fisheries policy since the initial regulation in 1983, and it has since subsequently and always been put into effect for a further 10-year period. This extension would continue until 2014, and then we will see what the new CFP brings. But I want to make the point that even the European Commission has accepted that the management of fisheries within the 12-mile zone has, on the whole, been successful, generally managed successfully, their words. So, drawing lessons from that, which effectively means that the fishing nations themselves have been relatively successful in managing fisheries out to 12 miles, compared with the general failure of the common fisheries policy as a whole, I think that there is a strong case for extending the 12-mile limit both in time and in distance. But that is an argument for the Rodust report, which I look forward to having.
We have to vote. Roll call vote. The vote is open. Has everybody voted? Please, we wait. Okay, the vote is closed. Okay, very large majority. Okay, I congratulate the rapporteur. Moreira report. Please, Mr. Moreira.
I will be brief, and I have something important to tell you. First of all, as rapporteur, I call on you to give consent to this agreement because it is a good one and should be welcome as a template for future agreements on the same subject. And I'm hopeful that I'll get unanimity as in the previous file. However, while approving this agreement, we are not voting nor accepting the Council decision on this matter. While it has a provision that establishes a comitology mechanism through examination procedure which would allow the Council to control the decisions of the Commission regarding the application of this agreement. In my view, Parliament should not accept that the Council decides unilaterally on something that by definition should be co-decided by this Parliament, let alone accept that the Council abuses its comitology to unduly and unilaterally control the powers of the Commission in the application of this agreement. Therefore, let it be clear that we are not endorsing the draft Council decision on this matter, and that if it remains unchanged, and I hope it won't, we will not allow it to be considered as a precedent for future cases in future international agreements. Unfortunately, the Council is not there, but I'm sure that this message will reach the Council.
Okay, grazie. Thank you. We vote. Who is in favor? Who is against? Abstention? Approved. Congratulations. Diva report. Please, Mr. Diva.
Mr. President, thank you for giving me this opportunity to thank my colleagues in the committee and the Parliament for allowing this report to go through so quickly. 15,000 people will die of hunger today. Just to put it into perspective, that is all of the Parliament and its staff, the Council and its staff, the Court of Justice and its staff, the Ombudsman and its staff, and 1/3 of the Commission. The global output, the global population is expected to double and go up to 9 billion people, and our food production has to double to meet that appalling number of people who the world will have to feed. The current Food Aid Convention falls short of what is required. The new convention, which you will pass today, will introduce new forms of assistance, local producers with local purchasers, untied food aid, giving vouchers to farmers in developing countries so that they can turn that into money and food and help agriculture in the developing countries. Thank you, all of you, for working so hard to get this report through and for trying to save so many lives. Thank you.
Thank you. We vote. Who is in favor? Who is against? Abstention approved. Congratulate. Bauer report. The rapporteur asked the floor.
Thank you, President, for giving me this opportunity. As far as we have no plenary discussion on this topic, I would like to add some short remarks. The proposed directive intends to replace the decision from '95 regarding consular protection for EU citizens by diplomatic and consular representation in view of legal framework established by the Lisbon Treaty. In this regard, Article 23 of the Lisbon Treaty, on which the proposal is based, provides that every citizen of the European Union shall, in the territory of a third country, in the member states of which he is a national is not represented, be entitled to protection by the diplomatic and consular authorities. The proposal covers not only everyday situations like loss of passport, becoming victim of crime, accident or even death, but also covers crisis situations where EU citizens might need help. While in case of everyday consular situation, citizens could seek help at any consulate or embassy of any member state, crisis situations are different. All the concerned committees almost unanimously agreed no member state or lead state should bear the burden of dealing with evacuation or other crisis-related tasks, including the assistance to unrepresented EU citizens. So the role of coordination should be shifted to EU delegation. This proposal is an excellent example to show that more Europe doesn't mean more bureaucracy or more Brussels. More Europe could mean also more help for EU citizens who are in need, more protection for those underrepresented citizens in third countries who find themselves in precarious or crisis-related situations. Finally, I would like to thank all shadow rapporteurs for their effort. And I would like to ask all you colleagues for support of this proposal.
Roll call vote. The vote is open. Has everybody voted? The vote is closed. Okay. It is approved. Congratulations. Bastos report. Who is in favor? Who is against? Abstention? Is approved. Congratulations. Bowles report. Secret vote. Has everybody voted? The vote is closed. Rejected. Mr. Kamiński.
Panie Przewodniczący.
Mr. President, I think it is unacceptable that we put to vote a very specific person, and it is a secret ballot, but his name or her name is not seen. I think this is not parliamentary procedure at all, because we were voted for somebody whose name was not even highlighted on the screen.
Gli uffici mi dicono che abbiamo rispettato.
I've been told that we've respected fully the procedure, the vote is valid, and we shall proceed.
Amendment 1. Who is in favor? Who is against? Abstention? Approved. The whole report. Who is in favor? Who is against? Abstention? It was approved. Roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Approved. Congratulations. The following point. Who is in favor? Who is against? Abstention? Approved. Congratulations. Sniber-Jastram report. Paragraph 3. Who is in favor? Who is against? Abstention? Approved. 23. The first part. Who is in favor? Who is against? Who is abstention? Approved. Second part. In favor? Against? Abstention? Approved. Check. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Approved. 36. Who is in favor? Who is against? Abstention? Approved. Check. Okay, the vote is open. The vote is closed. Approved. 51. First part. Who is in favor? Who is against? Abstention approved. Second part. Who is in favor? Who is against? Abstention approved. 107. First part. Who is in favor? Who is against? Abstention approved. Second part. Who is in favor? Against? Abstention approved. 110. Who is in favor? Against? Abstention approved. 111. In favor? Against? Abstention approved. 115. First part. Who is in favor? Against? Abstention approved. Second part. In favor? Against? Abstention approved. 116. First part. Who is in favor? Against? Abstention approved. Second part. Favor? Against? Abstention approved. 122. First part. Favor? Against? Abstention approved. Second part. In favor? Against? Abstention approved. Check. Okay. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Approved. Onorevole Cortes Lastra. No? Ok. Yeah. Prego.
Gracias, Presidente.
Thank you, President. The amendment says the following. After the words still prostitution, etc., we want to add, while protecting the right of women to have access to legitimate and
Nobody is against. Okay. I'm sorry, Honorable Cortes Lastra, it is impossible to put in vote this oral amendment. Okay, 144, first part, favor, against, abstention approved, second part, in favor, against, abstention, check. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Approved. 147 in favor, against, abstention, approved. Check, check, check. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Approved. 148. 148. First part. In favor. Against. Abstention approved. Second part. In favor. Against. Abstention approved. Check. Okay. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Approved with the large majority. 18 in favor, against, abstention, approved. Check. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Approved. Cashman.
Thank you, President. Before we take this important vote, I want the House to reflect on the large majority of men who stood up on the other side of the House to deny women their rights. Thank you very much.
Mr. Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell. 101.
Okay, okay. I give the floor only to Mr. Mitchell and stop. Prego.
The reason I stood up is that 200 million females are missing from the world's population because of gender-based abortion and infanticide. We have to stand up for the rights of women. They should not be terminated because they are women.
Okay. Roll call vote. The vote is open. The vote is closed. Approved with a large majority, and I congratulate the rapporteur. Enjoy your meal. Sbagliato molto. Please. Colleagues.
Herr Präsident, ich will nur kurz festhalten, dass meine Maschine zwischendurch funktioniert hat und dann einmal auch wieder nicht funktioniert hat.
I just want to point out that my machine was not working consistently. It worked sometimes but not others, so I just wanted to let you know I had a problem with the voting and with my voting machine. Thank you.
Okay, we inform the services. Okay, now we move on the declaration, explanations of vote. Okay. we start on Bastos' report, and I give the floor to Mr. Baldassarre. Onorevole Baldassarre. We wait some minutes.